You might be sabotaging your own finances and without even realizing it. And here's the scary part. It has nothing to do with how smart you are, how much money you make, or your education level. The real enemy might be inside your own head. Yes, your mind. With unconscious habits and mental shortcuts, it might be quietly steering you away from financial freedom. Today, you're going to discover the 3 most common invisible mental traps that keep you broke, stuck, and repeating the same money mistakes month after month. And better yet, by the end of this video, you'll learn a simple technique used by certified financial planners to break these patterns and rewire your brain for wealth. But listen carefully. This isn't just another video about budgets or spreadsheets. This is about your behavior, your decision-making, and the emotional patterns that feel logical, but are silently sabotaging you. And the question that will guide this entire journey is simple but powerful. Are you really in control of your money, or is your mind running the show on autopilot, keeping you in survival mode? If you've ever bought something just to feel better, or avoided checking your bank app because you didn't want to face the numbers, take a breath. You're not alone. That's not weakness. That's not irresponsibility. That's human behavior. And the most important thing, it's normal. Every one of us has made money decisions that didn't make sense in hindsight. But what if I told you there's an actual reason behind that? That your brain is wired to protect you, even if, without meaning to, it's holding you back. That's the power of understanding the psychology behind money. Because once you see how your mind works, you stop blaming yourself, and you start taking back control. Right now, a whole community of people is waking up to this. People just like you, who are tired of guilt, fear, and impulsive choices. People who want to build a new relationship with money. And it all starts with one simple shift, realizing the problem isn't you. It's how you've been programmed to think. That's when we start exposing the real enemies. These aren't scammers or the stock market or bad luck, they're mental patterns, silent saboteurs that control your decisions from the inside out. And the first one? It's called confirmation bias. Confirmation bias happens when your brain only seeks out information that supports what you already believe, and filters out anything that challenges it. Let's say you grew up thinking, investing is risky. Instead of exploring balanced sources, your brain scans the internet for crash stories, scam warnings, horror headlines, and surprise, you find them. Because when you look for something hard enough, you'll always find proof. The danger is, confirmation bias locks you into outdated ideas. You're living in a changing world, with a mind that refuses to update. It's like driving forward while staring in the rearview mirror. You might feel like you're moving, but your decisions are stuck in the past. This bias keeps people poor, not because they lack knowledge, but because they refuse to see beyond what they already know. And the most powerful thing you can do is ask yourself, what beliefs about money am I still carrying from 10 or 20 years ago? If that question made something click in your mind, good. That's your awareness waking up. But we're just getting started. Because the next invisible saboteur might be even more dangerous. Why? Because it feels really good in the moment, and it destroys your long-term plans. This one is called hyperbolic discounting. Don't worry about the name. The idea is simple. Your brain wants instant rewards more than future ones. You'd rather have $50 now than $100 a month from now, even if it hurts you long-term. Think about it. You get an extra $1,000, instead of saving or investing, you spend it on something impulsive, a new gadget, a weekend trip, another dinner out, and suddenly the money's gone. You say, I deserved it, it's just this once, I'll save next month. But it's not just this once, this becomes a habit. And then years pass. Your income may grow, but nothing changes, because your future self keeps getting robbed by your present emotions. Here's what's crazy, this behavior isn't your fault, it's evolutionary. Thousands of years ago, survival meant eating now, not saving for later. But today, that instinct is sabotaging our savings, our goals, our future. Hyperbolic discounting is the silent killer of dreams. It whispers, enjoy now, deal with the consequences later. But financial freedom only happens when you flip that pattern, when you learn to delay the pleasure to multiply the reward. And yet, there's one more saboteur, more emotional, more stubborn, and it traps more people than any other. It's what keeps people holding on to bad investments, toxic financial habits, even failing businesses, simply because they've already sunk too much into them. This trap is called emotional anchoring. It works like this. You bought a car for $20,000. Over time, you've spent another $10,000 on repairs. Logically, it's a money pit. You should let it go. But your brain says, I've spent too much to walk away now. That's emotional anchoring. Instead of asking, does this make sense to continue? You ask, but I already spent so much. How can I stop now? And it doesn't just show up with cars. People stay in the wrong career because of their college degree. They hold on to stocks that keep dropping because they already lost too much. They keep pouring money into a failing idea because they're afraid to feel like it was all for nothing. But here's the truth, you're allowed to change direction, you're allowed to admit, this isn't working anymore. Letting go isn't failure, it's freedom. The question is, will you keep dragging anchors from the past, or will you release them to move forward? Let me introduce you to someone who didn't know any of this, and paid the price. John was 32 when he started investing for the first time. He opened an account, picked a stock fund, and dropped in his first $1,000. He was excited, hopeful, finally taking control of his future. At first, the numbers went up, he felt like he was winning. Then came the dip. One week, the fund dropped 8%. John panicked. He stayed up late reading online. Of course, he only found fear-based content. Get out before it crashes. Recession incoming, sell now, or lose it all. That was confirmation bias. His anxiety screamed for relief. That's hyperbolic discounting, so he sold everything. The fund began to recover the next week, but John had already quit. Worse, he told himself, investing isn't for me. His trust was broken, but the truth is, John didn't fail. His brain failed him. Those saboteurs ran the show, and because he didn't know how to spot them, they cost him more than money. They cost him confidence. What if John had paused? What if he had a tool to override those mental traps? That's where the 3R method comes in. It's a technique used by certified financial planners, and it works in everyday decisions. The first R is recognize. Name what's happening. I'm feeling panic. I'm stuck in old beliefs. I'm trying to fix the past. Awareness starts the shift. The second R is reflect. Breathe. Ask yourself, is this fear or fact? Is this my long-term plan or a short-term reaction? That pause creates space between impulse and action. And the third R is reframe. Choose differently. Instead of spending to feel better, you save. Instead of selling in fear, you stay the course. Instead of holding on out of guilt, you pivot with clarity. This method works. It's used in financial coaching and planning at the highest levels. But the real magic? You don't need a certification to use it. You just need self-awareness, intention, and practice. And if you've made it this far, you've already taken the hardest step. You're paying attention to your own mind. So here's the truth. You're not just watching a video, you're becoming part of a new movement. A community of people who want more than surface-level tips. People who are done with fear, shame, and sabotage. If that's you, drop a comment below with the words, I control my money, not my emotions. Make that your commitment today. And if this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. Because here, we go beyond numbers. We rewrite patterns. We rewire beliefs. We build new habits from the inside out. Because wealth doesn't start with money, it starts with mindset. But mastering your mind is just the beginning. Once the noise quiets down, a new question emerges. Now what? How do you build a plan that actually works? That's exactly what we'll cover in the next video. Step by step, we'll show you how to build a financial plan that fits your life, even if you're starting with limited income, debt, or zero savings. These aren't theory-based tips. They're proven strategies from certified professionals, tailored to real life. You'll discover why some people thrive with little, while others feel stuck even earning more. The secret is mindset, and now that you're unlocking that, it's time to build the life you've been waiting for. Make sure notifications are on, and I'll see you in the next one.